Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So off we go then. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games.
Shot, surely! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Eto'o clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Decent chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, and that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right quality. And Messi! It's anyone's ball now. Lofted upfield. Can he get on the end of this? Seedorf. Rafael Leao. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Thuram. Messi. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Check gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And this is Van Basten. Eto'o! Sensational from Eto'o! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
It's Van Basten! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Van Basten! No, not the best of headers. Kukçu. Aimed beyond the defence. Hazard. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Good read, needed to be. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. This looks promising. Rafael Leao, can he finish? And it's been given away. Vieira. Oh, there's a probing ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's beaten the last man! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with...
Takes a shot! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Can he finish? Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
A case now of complete control.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Rafael Leao. Now, can they get him away? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Crosses it in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Bullet is always looking to break lines. Oh, perfectly measured that. It could be in here. And a shot! And the keeper threw out a limb.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, well played, well played. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hazard. Rafael Leao. Hazard. Brilliantly cut out. Eto'o. Oh, they could break here. He's through, now is he in?
That's good play from him. That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quick.
And the shot! They've done it! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Democratic Republic of Congo really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Changement en cours.
And we're underway again. Serginho gets into some space. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Hazard. And he's worked it through. And it's... Great chance! Alexander-Arnold receives it in a good position here. Thuram gets rid without sophistication. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance! It's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Threads one in. Seedorf. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Chelsea appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Chance, surely! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish of true class! And it adds further to a... And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Chers spectateurs, je vous demanderai de bien vouloir déposer vos détritus dans les poubelles à votre disposition. Merci beaucoup.
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Well, we're underway. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Zanetti spots it and intercepts. And here's Eto'o. That has been slung wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out. And he's gone direct here. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And here's Eto'o. Albert Ferrer does well to get it back. Can he get it through? Couldn't squeeze it through. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Can he latch on to this? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Eto'o. It's Van Basten! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Could move up a gear here. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but there's...
Raul. Oh, sweet feet. Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And the flag has stayed. And the shot! Vieira. Now it's Van Basten. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And it's a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can clear their lines. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Raul. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that's fabulous. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. This for the lead. Well, would you believe that?
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Great vision. Raul gets into some space. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Eto'o.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Messi running with the ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's Seedorf. And it's been played through. And he's chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Hazard gets good distance on it. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Azar.
This is the time you need that pace.
Ambitious ball here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Now it's Van Basten. Azar. Raul. And Guardiol. No way through. Van Basten. Chiellini. And it's Rice. Now it's Raul. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Raul. Aimed beyond the defence. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Messi. And here's the chance to counter. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I would say, Peter, that the scoreline isn't entirely reflective of that first half. There's been a decent ebb and flow. The penalty obviously jumps out as the moment, but there's plenty of time left to see things change.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Democratic Republic of Congo are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Vieira. Now it's Eto'o. Messi. Knocks it into space. That's a shade optimistic. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Now, can they get him away? And this is Messi. Backward it goes. Rice. He's had a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Eto'o. And it's Seedorf. Seedorf! Fantastic from Clarence Seedorf! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up goal for the hosts.
That's a throw. He is through here. Real chance! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely...
Oh, they could be caught out here. Guardiol. Threads one in. Now it's Van Basten. Thuram. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And that's a throw-in. Vardiol.
That was lovely, that.
No, again, there's no way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's safe. He gets big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. And it's Seedorf. Seedorf, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Vardiol. Raul. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And it's Messi. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but
It's Raul! They've done it! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Not the most accurate pass. Rice. Looking to play him in.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have...
Decent chance! And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Chiellini calmly anticipates. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a cute ball. And he's had it nicked away. Bebeto. Oh, this is a terrific run. Massaro driving forwards.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Nakata. Now it's Neymar. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Played out wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Raul trying to keep this in. Has a shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Looking for options for movement. Oh, no joy this time. Chiellini. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
Se ruedan nuestros especialistas.
perfect result, perfect outcome, a test. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Tony Adams, now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And a chance! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
He's in a great position here. Knocks it into space. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Can he get it through? Oh, it's just a little long. Pull it. And the through ball. Now just the goalkeepers and the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Zanetti crosses. Ah, that's a fine interception. Can he get on the end of this? He's through here. Mbappe! Mbappe! Irrepressible! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Looking for options for movement. Seedorf. Pull it. Moved on forwards. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Bernardo Silva. Tries to play it through. Oh, well played, well played. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And he's hit. There's the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he plays one through. Van Basten. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
The keeper is ultra...
Messi!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he cuts out the supply. Now who's going to be first to this?
Democratic Republic of Congo are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, that is a good... And the finish! Van Basten! What a goal! What a player! A finish of true class! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Alexander-Arnold. He is through here. Picked out brilliant shapes to shoot. There's a goal. And the comeback is complete. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Gets a good foot in there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pullet, looking to play him in. He's through here. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pass is just off target. He's had it taken off him. Rodri. Now it's Hazard. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And there's Eto'o is on his own. Ah, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and everything he did there was spot on.
Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he was quick to react. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Ribery. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. No, that's been intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pullet, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Vardiol. Vardiol, oh, terrible pass. And he whips chance!
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
No, not the best of headers.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And the pass is intercepted. Bernardo Silva. Zanetti gets rid without sophistication. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So off we go once more. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Great vision. Oh, played through for the wide man. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's had a hit! He's missed, but not by that far.
Alexander-Arnold has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Threads one in. And this is Van Basten. He's picked his way through. He's taking on the lot of them. Messi, not one to pass up the chance to run at the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now that's well seen too. Now that looks a decent ball. And Messi! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And that is a little undercooked. Seedorf. Eto'o. He's beaten the line. Eto'o! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Can he finish? He has done it! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Changement. Le numéro 21. Messi.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
Shot a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Le numéro 15. Le numéro 22. Le numéro 7.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Stoichkov receives it in a good position here. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Rafinha. Plays a sharp little ball here. Nakata. Neatly clipped into space. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Nakata is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Ronaldinho. Aimed beyond the defence.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he's managed to get free. Looking for the run. Rafinha. Now, can they get him away? That's been slipped through. And he's found a way past. Oh, shooting chance! I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, this is a very good run. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And no, that was never going to make it. 5 minutes left on the clock. That is good alertness. Zanetti. I think we're just about done here. Oh, this looks sharp. Pass somewhat off target. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
2 minutes to be added on, and they can counter here. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raúl.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example. Hence...
Oh, he's been caught napping! He's shifting through the gear. Van Basten! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Eto'o in acres of space out wide. Van Basten. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Fiore. Messi powering forward here. And the finish!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that was somewhat errant. And that has gone straight into touch. Adams. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Haaland. Steaming on. Big chance! Mighty close.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Pull it. Ødegaard.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Haaland. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Messi. Van Basten. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Rijkaard cuts it out. Fiore. Ødegaard. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Fiore. And here's Haaland. Now it's Ødegaard. And the shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Ødegaard brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Great vision. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. He's picked his way through. Nice interception, well timed. And he's there to belt it away. He's had it taken off him. Nice looking ball. That's beautifully weighted. Oh, it's Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Off the post. Adams is there to clear.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Taken back almost at once. Now it's Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Corner number 2 then. That is a brilliant interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And it's Hullet. Seedorf receives it in a good position here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. South Africa have a free kick. Now that looks a decent ball. Thuram has it out wide and in space. Haaland is herring after that one. Hullet. Hullet! Really well taken goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Hullet knocks it into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Fiore, and they win it back again. Now it's Haaland. And the first half is done. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Democratic Republic of Congo really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And the action is back on the way. Now it's Eto'o, and he's managed to get free. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Eto'o couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Ødegaard. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that has put paid to that. Rodri. Looking for the run. He's in a good position here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Ødegaard. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Shoots! Ødegaard. Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Picked out brilliantly. Shapes to... And the keeper couldn't hold it. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
A case now of complete control. Well read, and the danger is averted. Oh, it's Van Basten. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. It's crossed into them. He rises! It's in! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
South Africa give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Haaland. Raul. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Messi, and Messi! Missed by a fraction.
Changement.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Saliba. Adams. Oh, that's neat. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so... Eto! And that would have won it.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Oh, he's been flattened there. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. South Africa have the chance to go the other way. Belletti. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Rodri gets across to intercept that. Pass somewhat off target. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, what about a counter-attack? And here's Haaland. And the shot! And yes, it's there! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
But pour l'équipe d'Afrique du Sud. Après 84 minutes de jeu.
South Africa making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
South Africa get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
South Africa really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Saliba does well to get it back. Donatoni. There will be 4 extra minutes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty... Shot a goal! Donatoni. That's a lovely, neat pass. Driving on and making good progress. And the referee brings it to a close. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
And he cuts out the supply. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Messi. Oh, it's played into the area. Oh, what a climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Zakaria. Doué. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Oh, nice touch. Has a shot! Oh, in he goes again! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rodri promptly onto that, and that is that. Could be danger here. Now shoots! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Chance to deliver. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rodri.
Democratic Republic of Congo really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's found a way through. Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Doué. Superb from Doué! He's got himself an absolute peach. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
South Africa find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Now it's Messi. Played out towards the right wing. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Zakaria. Doué. Now it's Doué. Maradona. That's a good ball out wide. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. South Africa finding their passes. It's a really well-measured ball. Messi. Cafu. That's a throw. Strong running down that left flank. Great ball if he can get there. Face to face with the keeper. He's found. Can he finish? And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort. You have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
South Africa are looking to go forward now. He's shifting through the gears here. Maradona has found the net here, of course. Vieira does well to get it back. That is ended up in no man's land. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Cafu. Chiellini gets a foot in here. Seedorf. Roberto Carlos, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Van Basten. Seedorf. And Seedorf! Oh, that's a waste.
Democratic Republic of Congo really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Il y aura
Roberto
2 minutes de
Carlos.
temps additionnel.
And Doué. Maradona. Messi wins the duel this time. Vieira. Seedorf. Messi. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Chers spectateurs, je vais vous demander de bien vouloir vous tourner vers le grand écran pour un événement un peu particulier. Je ne vous en dis pas plus.
That gets things going for the second half.
Democratic Republic of Congo really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half.
And he shoots! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Zakaria. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Maradona. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Messi. Messi carries the ball down the right. Maradona. Rodri. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Doué. Pull it. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Messi. He's picked his way through. Backward it goes. Tries a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. He has done it! And they are right back within touch! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Democratic Republic of Congo are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
Looking for options for movement. An instinctive delivery. Well, that's an excellent interception. Pass somewhat off target. 60 minutes played. Now it's Doué. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Roberto Carlos.
Oh, really well played.
And here's Doué. And here's Mbappe. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Doué was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Zakaria kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. Cannavaro. And here's Van Basten. Well, that has not gone well. Maradona. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Zanetti. Now it's Van Basten. And this is Messi. Van Basten! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rodri. And Maradona. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Cafu providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Van Basten. And it's Seedorf. It's a pretty loose pass. Doué. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, nicely intercepted. Cannavaro. Doué. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's fabulous. Seedorf. And it's Doué. Plays a sharp little ball here. Roberto Carlos gets into some space. Doué's cross. Big header! He should have put that one away.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's a key interception. The final 5 minutes. Roberto Carlos. No luck with that dink over the top. Messi. Roberto Carlos, who does have an assist to his name. Zakaria. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, sweet feet. And he's chosen to go back.
And now they've got a chance to start again.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And he's managed to get free. Nice interception, well timed. And that is that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. So it's down to business here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Arsenal with the corner, they're first. Seedorf can get it, shoots! Seedorf puts his foot on the gas. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say.
Figo! And that is high.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Played out to the left flank. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Seedorf receives it in a good position here. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here.
Terrific header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Giroud is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Pullet receives it in a wide position. No way through. Now it's Yamal.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Zanetti. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he's away. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Van Basten. And the finish! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Buffon looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
It's in, but only just. The keeper guessed correctly, and a heart-and-mouth moment for the taker.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. Pass somewhat off target. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter.
It's Perez! It's run loose, who's going to get... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Pull it. Seedorf. Maldini gets across to intercept that. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Seedorf. And he's lost his man here. Look at the Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Gattuso. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Yamal powering forward here. Zanetti defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he was quick to react. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an...
Big header! It's a goal! A goal at a really telling moment. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Pull it.
There will be 3 minutes.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Van Basten. Thuram. Thuram proves just a little bit too strong. Now it's Figo. Now it's Yamal. Now this could be a chance. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now, can they get him away? He's in a great... And Batistuta! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And no, that was never going to make it. That's headed upfield, and he's intervened well there. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that has not gone well. And back to the goalkeeper. Now it's Batistuta. Threads one in. Hit into the middle. Oh, smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Albert Ferrer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Spread it left, and he's worked it through. He's picked his way through, looking to play him in. Batistuta!
Arsenal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Beckenbauer cuts it out. Now it's Hullet. Shot could... It's Eto'o! Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? Buffon, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
And now he has two. So the lead now is... He's got full! They've scored! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And yes, it's him again. Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Hullet. Not the most accurate pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Democratic Republic of Congo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. To increase the lead. Brilliant save from Buffon! Gattuso. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. And he shoots! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
And a chance! Well, now that's another chance. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? And the shot! Knocks it into space. He's having a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. There's the... And one more try!
This is a show of real intent to add another goal to their lead. No hesitation whatsoever.
And he's managed to get free. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. And they're back on the ball again. Yamal! And that could have brought them level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Chiellini. Looking for options for movement. Plays a sharp little ball here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, it's come. He rises! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Giroud actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Great vision. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Tries to pass it through. And that is a little undercooked. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.